Previously on Welcome to You Are Doom. Oh shit, Anthony Hopkins clearly learned how to be a ventriloquist. Like, clearly. And he's pretty good at it. At least from what I can tell. I mean, I'm sure there's some post work in there, but like I looked it up afterwards and, oh no, he really learned how to be a ventriloquist. And then they sent him home with his puppet and he had to call and say, get this fucking thing out of my house. Bryan Dressel. With me, as always, is Grand Brother Power The Geek, Mason.
They just throw as many words in that as possible.
I'm not looking at the descriptions of any of these superheroes. I'm just looking at their names.
Listen, brother. That's all I can think of.
It's too masculine to be like, it's too like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's a geek as well. Remember?
Yeah, but that's also Macho Man. Brother. He says brother all the time.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. I kind of forgot about all wrestling stuff.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah. And then we also have, and coming back from last week, because it's just too much fun to say, we have Matt Phantom Lady Dykes.
Ooh, I'm back. Hello. I am
Phantom
the Phantom Lady.
It's just
Phantom Lady.
It's too good. Like I've never repeated a nickname on purpose before, but this one it needed to come back around.
Phantom Lady.
See?
I feel like I should do a George Takei Oh My now. Oh my.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Phantom Lady draws out the oh my.
Oh my.
That's a weird sentence.
Phantom Lady.
So here we are, getting deeper into season 2, getting a little bit closer. Got to get to that debate here soon, right? Not quite yet, but we're on our way.
Mm-hmm.
You're on our way.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 5 starts with the miracle. As you remember last week, we left it on a very big cliffhanger that I spoiled for you. Killface and Xander are going to be fine. However, they did have a gun fired at them at point blank range that Valerie just fucking missed somehow and then took off.
Three times.
Three times. Bam, bam, bam. Missed 3 for 3.
How did you miss?
She's like
curious to know where the fuck she got robot pants.
Simon. For $10,000.
My favorite bit about that is the way that Killface goes, Barnaby, my God, did you see that?
I totally missed that. Oh, that's good. But I also love, and like this is just such a random reference, again, like everything in the show, but he has the gun fired at him, and then he finds God. Just like in Pulp Fiction. I'm assuming that's what they're going for here, right? It has to be a Pulp Fiction reference. I mean, it could just be one and the same, but I'm assuming Pulp Fiction, right?
I just thought it was generic near-death experience turns someone to Jesus.
I mean, it could be, but it's the exact same thing. Like the gun fired point blank range misses, and then he finds Jesus. It's the same thing as I'm forgetting the character's name.
Julius.
I kept wanting to say Vega. I'm like, no, that's the other one. But yeah, it's the same thing, right? So it could be a reference, or it could be, you're right, it could just be, near-death experience.
He had the zap put on him.
Knowing like how Adam Reed works, like how he does this thing, it probably is actually a reference. It probably is that obscure reference to Pulp Fiction.
But even if it's not, it still works. And I mentioned last week, and I want to bring it up like right out of the gate here. This is one of those gags that could get old and stale real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And it does not. It sticks around for 11 minutes.
Yeah. They sort of like just throw everything at it, and they say in 11 minutes they throw every single cliche thing that born again Christians. It just like until the wall is just painted with it, and then it's the end of it. It's like, oh, I'm not Christian anymore.
Hey,
I hear back.
I was gonna say
Christianity.
Yeah, I'd say not a whole 11 minutes. I'd say 10 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah,
that's fair. There are 15 seconds where he renounces religion and it doesn't go very well for him, but we'll get to that here in probably our own 11 minutes. So this thing starts with Valerie, misses all of her shots, flies away with the robot pants. Simon sold it to her. And here we are. Xander is rather upset with Stan for not protecting him, so he has to do a yogurt fling bath, is what I'm calling it.
Which is amazing.
It's weird.
And this
is
one of my favorite moments.
The yogurt flinging?
Yes. It's one of my favorite quotes. One of many favorite quotes for this episode. But yes.
Is it the, and now we have to do this all day, or is it now turn around so I can get your back?
Mainly, well, you made me go to that duck hunt. And now we've got to do this all day.
I just love the implication that it's all day. And with Xander Cruz, you can bet it's going to be all day.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I like how he's like frustrated but happy and like content, but like knows that it's something that he truly thinks must be done. And it's his job to do it all day, which is what the requirements stand for. Now we have to do this all day.
Which, I mean, now they have the time to do because Killface is out there just destroying all progress he made. Global warming is now junk science. He's now anti-gay rights. He's just the worst candidate imaginable now.
Anti-women's choice.
Oh, everything.
You mean a right to be a whore?
Your right to be a whore, or like you should not dress like a man. Maybe that's why God's giving you all that breast and ovarian cancer. Like he has gone from lovable douchebag to just total hateable douchebag in like a blink of an eye.
Oh,
so bad.
So awful.
And that's what I mean by like where they just throw everything at it. It's just like 0 to 1,000 of just ramp it up, do this for 10 minutes, and then bring it back down to normality by the end of the episode.
Yeah, it felt like Adam Reed and company wanted to go, wouldn't it be funny if like a crazy religious bigot was running for president? It would be funny, but only for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, let's get all of that 10 minutes done. Like everything that could be horribly funny about a religious person running, let's do it. And they do. They're just like one by one, just tick, 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 done.
And running for the Democratic Party. That's also
of course. Yeah. Yeah, that would go very well. And I love that during all of this, like it's such a footnote because he's not really in the episode very much. But while Killface is doing this crazy religious insane thing, we have Taquil who's just getting more and more obsessed with NASCAR. He's now dressing like a NASCAR racer. It's all he wants to talk about.
He gets into legit wear, you know?
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's like the only time he wears a shirt.
Yeah.
Is when he's dressed as his NASCAR outfit. But other than that, like this episode doesn't really have a ton in it. Like it's a lot of fun and you can move through it really quick because it is just kind of like, wow, it's just like all of these like stereotypes and just bullshit and it's just and then it's kind of done. This does introduce the bup a lot more. Like bup has been around.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is where it just kind of goes off the deep end. Like bup comes around.
Whoa. You don't bup. I bup.
I bup. And then as they're having the bup argument, Carter Hawkins bup-ups them. Oh, you don't bup. I bup. Bup. Call back to last week's podcast. The whole like, why don't you shut up? Bup also makes you come across as a dick. Just if you're curious, I tried. Makes you a dick.
Unless immediately followed by London calling. And then it's just confusing.
I mean, to be fair.
But also here we have Killface and Simon. They have a beautiful moment, beautiful arc.
They do. As Killface is going out telling everyone that gays are horrible, Simon's like, Dad,
I'm not horrible, am I? And it turns out he's a pretty neat kid.
So turns out Simon's gay. Called it. Fucking look, Wendell just there going, called it.
Fucking Wendell.
Wendell also has another moment to where I forgot her name. Dottie is like, the Bible also says that if you spill your seed, you must immediately wash yourself with water. Then, Wendell just runs out of the room.
I gotta take a shower.
Get on the bus. Just a minute.
Oh God.
Which just that raises so many questions. I'm not going to ask any of them, but it raises so many questions. Like those questions that you're thinking right now. I don't need to get into it. It's gross.
Also, Wendell installs a life-size cross in Killface's apartment.
Well, I wanted to ask
where
a question
his mother's
about this
portrait used to be.
Right.
I wanted to ask a question about this because I was looking at it. I was thinking, is that a real guy that has been nailed to that cross, or is that like a model? and I could not tell if it was actually a real person who had been nailed to a cross that Wendell was nailing to the wall. I wanted to get your guys' like sort of opinions on it, really.
I don't think it's a real guy. I feel like if it was a real guy, they would have made mention of it. Like, they would have either had him moving or blinking or like, can I get down now? Like, they would have done something to hang a light on it. Because this show is really good about like, hey, we're being funny over here. Fucking pay attention.
Yeah. This is the joke. You're laughing
this is the
now.
joke. You're laughing. I know you're laughing because I'm funny. Like, that's kind of this show's shtick. And I don't think they'd put something in the background that would be that obviously hilarious and then not call attention to it.
Yeah.
That said, I think they missed out on a great opportunity to hang either Brent or Trent from across.
Ooh, or half of them.
Just half
the
of
remaining,
them.
The remaining half.
What about both of them? Just like, each half stuck together.
Right, top half, bottom half. Not sewn together, with just like the middle bit still missing.
Just to have oh look, Trent's back.
I made you a playmate. Say hello. Hello.
Brent, I see that you have new shoes.
Row.
I can do it. Row. So good.
So great. This is the episode we mentioned last week where we see the multiple murals of Fred Dryer as Stan kind of calls out Xander for his slightly homosexual tendencies, and he's painting a huge mural of Fred Dryer to watch over him and Grace Ryan as they have sex, and he's, oh boy, is he excited about it.
Well, that and he was in gay porn.
Well, there's that as well. But look at all the chicks on the cover.
Oh, man. Which apparently Simon owns, that DVD.
Yep.
Are you surprised?
Nope.
And then this episode essentially ends with him renouncing religion after he finds out that Simon's gay, and then a rocket just goes right through his chest. As soon as he renounces God, rocket through the chest. And we all assume Valerie did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no,
she's the only person trying to kill him. Yeah. It's the first time she was successful. There's no way that someone else would have fired that rocket.
Yeah.
That's a good
Tune
point.
in next week. Oh, wait, no. I mean the next episode. Episode 6. Nope, it was the nerds. Nerd shot.
By accident as well.
Totally by accident. Crackerjack shot straight middle of the chest. Totally by accident. Way to go, nerds.
Yep.
I also love that.
Somewhere in town.
Somewhere in town.
The town.
But where did he get this RPG, you might ask? Well, from Simon, nonetheless. Because Simon's selling all the shit. I don't even know if he sold it to him, but still, that's where he got it. From Simon, who's selling rocket pants and rocket-propelled grenades.
And these are all the things he had at the end of last season, and now he's just selling his shit, which I think is pretty awesome. So this obviously would put Killface in the hospital, having a rocket go through your chest, and since he is Killface, that's not going to kill him. I'm assuming Killface is immortal at this point, because that's the only thing that makes sense.
Well, they do actually make mention of that in the episode.
Yeah, his superhuman healing power.
Yeah. But doesn't really seem to be super healing. He's just kind of sitting there with a hole in his chest.
No. He said, yeah, I should be done
healing.
You don't
need the smelly old hospital.
Tomorrow.
He'll just lay back and let his superhuman healing abilities do their thing. Be done by tomorrow, probably.
Yeah.
I love that when he's talking to the doctor, he's like, well, the guy who usually does large trauma is this doctor over here, but apparently you murdered him with a pipe. Oh, that's
that
irony.
was him?
And I like how that happened 2 years ago as well, and they still haven't replaced the doctor.
Nope. I also love that his response isn't like, "Oh, that's him." It's "Ha!" He's just so excited that the small world coincidence. Yeah. He killed the one doctor that could help him.
Killface, ever the optimist, and always good for a laugh.
Yeah. So he has to go home, and while that's going on, we have Xander, who's finally get a chance to talk to Fred Dry Hunter. Fucking Ashley, man, she is the worst assistant.
I actually googled Fred Hunter to see if he was a real person as well, because I was like, I wonder if he is actually a real person, and nothing really came up on my search. There was something about a realtor or something like that who died.
Oh, that might have been him.
Mm-hmm. And he was really excited to be vice president. Kept getting hung up on, but he's like, "Yes, no, I'd love to be your." He was all about it.
I love Ashley's reaction of like, "Yeah, we just got off the phone with Fred Hunter." You know what must have happened? You mixed them up. I must have mixed them up.
That is totally something I would do. And then I did it.
Ashley, why is your voice all echoey? Oh, I'm under my desk again. It's the voices. Yeah, those voices aren't real. The sirens. Sorry, the sirens aren't real.
I really feel like they could have brought back the woman from the unemployment office and had her be Ashley. Because they're kind of the same character, but, I think that's just because I love that girl from the unemployment office and her pickles.
But I feel like how she's kind of like Carol from Archer, right? No?
A little bit. I kind of see, like, she's almost like the sort of blueprint for what Carol became, I think.
Yeah.
Because I always see Carol as more of a, like, she's not an idiot. She just does not give a fuck. She's a sociopath, is what she is.
Oh, yeah.
Sea-tunt.
Yeah, and I think Ashley is just a complete moron.
Yes.
But yeah, I could see where the groundwork was being laid for that. That totally makes sense. Yeah. So after we have that scene, we go back to Killface and Dottie, and Dottie is starting to take a turn for the worse. I think the stress of this campaign and trying to get Killface elected is killing her.
Dottie, why is your hair falling out in chunks? And
I assume that you know best because your hair is coming out in clumps. Dottie, why is your hair coming out in clumps?
And the rant he goes on is far too long to go. But
I started quoting it, and then I just gave up, and I went, I love that whole selling hair out of a bag situation. That's all I wrote in my notes because I couldn't keep up with it. He's just so fucking fast.
Yep. It's so fast and so long, but it's great. It's a wonderful thing. So if you haven't watched this episode or don't know what we're talking about, please go and watch even just that moment. It's beautiful. It's wonderful.
I mean, I feel like I missed like half of the jokes in that thing because it went by so fast. Like the way he talks, it's just.
I had to rewind it twice because I was so determined to write the whole thing down, and then the third time through, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna enjoy it. Like, what's wrong with enjoying it?
Yeah, watching it is much better than even one of us, if not three of us, trying to do the joke justice. Please just go watch it. It's really good.
It's. I would say it's one of the biggest highlights of this season because it's just so random and so good.
Well, I'd really like $10. It's just.
I bet your bald ass would.
But the price is $5. So moving on before we butcher it anymore.
Oh my god. Yeah. So moving on, my next note I think is probably the best note I could have, especially because we're in episode 6, mind you. Exticles are back.
Yeah.
I've missed the
so
Exticles.
Nice. Now they're the Septicals. I understand their name has changed, and now they wear black. But I would say within 30 seconds of having them back, it's like I did not know how much I missed them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Every time I get to season 2, I'm like, no, season 2 doesn't need them. This is great. And then they show up, and they just have the way to ruin it, Neil Kurt. Like they're just random references, just complete nonsense. It's like. These guys are so goddamn funny. And they're only in this episode for like all of 10 seconds. It's basically to say like, oh, Sin is still around and now she's in charge of the Decepticons.
Hooper.
I do love Stan's things like, give my regards to Hooper. And Xander's like, and what's that supposed to mean? You know, I hate it with your little snotty foreshadowing.
And I love that now that she is in charge and now that she hates Killface, she also has the same vocal fuck up. We are going to assassinate the Warren Kelly.
The villain Killface. The villain Killface.
Was there anything else? That's pretty much it, right? I think the only thing that I skipped totally by accident was we finally admit that Xander can't read.
Yeah.
I accidentally skipped over that part. How is
there's the whole
also the biggest thing. Wendell visiting his friend upstate.
Oh my God.
Christ, how did we forget about
intentionally
Cody?
saved that for last because we kept talking about it. Like, oh, he comes back, and then I forgot about it. So thank you for the save, Graham. Yeah, we finally get to see Cody. Poor Cody.
Well, I mean,
before we get into the Cody thing,
it's not so bad falling in with the white supremacists.
Before we get too far into the Cody thing, I do want to just bring up so that the 50 minutes of technical work on the computer, half an hour of that with the computer off.
And he's still typing on the keyboard.
Yeah.
You told me to power it down half an hour ago.
Momentarily. Yeah, good stuff.
Oh, but yeah, Cody back. Jesus Christ, that reverse when you actually see him on the reverse shot, and you're just like, oh, Cody. Oh,
so
I'm so sorry.
Do you think you'll be able to move product in here? I'll have to check with Gary.
Who the hell's
Who's
Gary?
Gary?
Oh.
That got dark.
It got
real fast.
I'd say the Cody plotline is the darkest plotline in Frisky Dingo. Like, they don't really play it for laughs. It's really just kind of like, no, it sucks.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
You're like, oh yeah, Wendell can get worse.
Yep. And I would say out of the grand scheme of Wendell, he is very far from rock bottom right now. Like, very far. Like, he's on the peak of a mountain compared to the next few episodes.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I'm just so excited for Matt to see everything with Wendell. Like, just so excited.
See, in one respect, I feel sorry for Wendell, and then in other respects, I remember it's fucking Wendell.
Yep. If you've ever felt sorry for Wendell, by the end of season 2, you will not.
Okay.
You will not.
Also, yep.
That's the end of the spoilers there. I think we've pretty much covered everything, right? Cody, the episodes. Was there anything that we majorly missed?
No.
All right, let's move into quotes. Episode 5. Graham, you've gone first for quotes for a while. You want to go first?
Where are you going? I have to go get a Bible. That's how episode 5 starts, and I love it.
Yeah,
and then
works.
immediately followed by 10 minutes and 45 seconds later with, that's the other thing. As of this moment, I officially renounce Christianity.
Oh, that's a good one. Matt, what about you?
I don't give a fat fig if my son is gay as long as he's happy, because I love him. Does sort of explain a lot, though. How so? Oh, I don't know. Little things. The gay porn. And then, of course, just Killface at the beginning, just going, Barnaby, my God, did you see that? Just love that he just still calls him Barnaby.
I mean, of course he does. That's how he knows him.
Yep.
My quote, we mentioned it last week. We mentioned it this week. It's been coming for a while, but I think it's just one of the funniest things. And it's when Xander's getting made fun of for his gay tendencies, and it cuts to him painting the Fred Dryer mural in his bedroom. And Grace Ryan goes, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be like Fred Dryer is watching us have sex. And Xander just goes, I know. He's just so happy.
So weird. So weird.
Going back around, Matt.
Haha! See, it's not Vice President of the United States and Canada.
I love that they took like a 3-hour detour to find out whether or not the United States owns Canada.
And brought an iMac to a coffee shop, which is the worst move ever.
And also, because I've got to throw in a Deceptical quote as well. Let's hear it for Hooper's titties.
How Hooper hasn't just killed all of them by now does not make sense to me. Sin is too
Power.
smart for that.
Well, it's because she's just like she's controlling them.
Yeah, she needs the henchmen. I get it.
I do also like the Baby Lamont get well soon card that says get well soob.
So good.
God damn it, Lamont! What did I tell you about the macaroni?
He knows money's tight around here.
And the Solomon isn't free. I believe it's salmon. Oh, I'm sure you would know best. Anywho, that's not my quote. That was not my quote. It was pretty good though, but
it was really good.
Decepticons, more than you bargained for. Do. Gonna ruin it, Neil Peart. I just love it. And you have a song?
Honestly, like, if I had to go with a different quote, it would have to be the moment, like, after this is all done. See, this is why I didn't give you guys a theme song.
Yep.
Oy. Okay, so that's
I'm going to throw another one in very quickly.
Go for it.
Shocking video of presidential hopeful Killface luxury penthouse following yesterday's assassination attempt. Officials say an RPG was fired at the luxury condo from somewhere in the town.
So that's episodes 5 and 6. Man, we're halfway through season 2 already.
No. Well, good thing there's a season 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, right?
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
Wait. What? You're telling me that there's only 2 seasons of this show?
Only 2 seasons, and we're coming up at the end here real quick. It's gonna
Damn it, Graham.
The best thing about it is it's gonna be great. Like, the back half of this season is fucking great. Get to see some old faces, see what old friends have been up to. We get to fall in love with Hagar Pants. I mean, who isn't excited for Hagar Pants, right?
Hagar Pants.
Quality made pants.
I will take your word for that.
Are there any other teases I can throw out there? I'm not sure.
None are coming to mind right now.
I just want to say, though, like,
I'll throw this one out there. Clam bake. And that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, buddy.
That's a good one, isn't it?
One of the things that I just wanted to mention when I was thinking about this, we discussed this before. I think Graham brought it up, like saying how, you know, a lot of these episodes, they pair quite well. And the way it's been going on, they have been pairing really well. And then the next 2 episodes are actually a 2-parter as well, which I think is that sort of thing of, like, you know, they do pair quite nicely.
Yeah, the next ones they're fucking great. Like, all the way up to the debate is just fucking great. Then everything after the debate is fucking great. It's just a great show, guys. Let's move into plugs. Plugs. I will go first with the very easy athpod.com for this and every other show on the ATH Network. Graham, do you have anything to plug?
WatchingPatreon.com. JaneMason.com. Because why not? Throw it in there one more time, and then that'll be it.
I know I say, like, nothing serious on these podcasts ever, except for my rant about Trump last week. But Watching Paint Dry is actually, it's really good shit, and I highly recommend it. I actually worked with Graham on it for a little while. Like, it's definitely something that they should all be proud of. It's a quality show.
Especially in this time when you need something just kind of to relax and watch. You know, people doing some artistic crafts, and if you want to get into watercoloring or rug hooking or anything like that, check it out. I've been watching a lot of, like, DIY and YouTube tutorial stuff, and it's a great way to just kind of turn your brain off and focus on something, you know, something that you can do with your hands, other than furiously tweeting angry shit at people. So watchingpaintdry.com for watercolor stuff, and then Jane M. Mason, where pretty much all of it will be folded into. But if you want to purchase any watercolors or rug hooking stuff, she's got some great stuff up there, and some topical stuff too. It's pretty good stuff.
I just can't believe that my dumb joke became, like, you know, was actually linked into something, into a legitimate plug. Yeah.
It's funny too, because we're gonna come out with some new content coming out soon. So keep your eyes peeled. So it was good timing, Matt. So thank you.
Yeah. Your insult joke actually turned into something positive.
Yeah.
But anything to plug?
Just the article, which maybe is out now, maybe not. Who knows? Maybe Hunt for Red October.
If not now, soon.
Yeah. And if the article isn't out, go watch Hunt for Red October. It's a great film.
It is a great. I didn't watch it till like 3 years ago. I want to say it was the first time I saw it, like right before my son was born. And fuck, that's a good movie.
Yeah, it's one of those films I remember watching
obsessed with it.
I remember watching it as a kid, and I didn't realize it was a Jack Ryan film because I just you focused on Sean Connery and all that stuff, and then because my mum is a huge Tom Clancy fan. She's like, you read the books, so I naturally started reading the books because they were there, and I started reading them. And she liked the films as well, the Harrison Ford ones. And I remember watching Clear and Present Danger. I remember watching Patriot Games. They're in the other order, but I watched Patriot Games after Clear and Present Danger. And then I remember watching Hunt for Red October again when it was on TV or something at one point. I remember just going, I'm saying, Hunt for Red October is a Jack Ryan film. And she's like, oh yeah, isn't it? And it was just such a weird sort of thing.
And I'm not sure if it's in your article, Matt, but my favorite thing about Hunt for Red October is that it led to one of my favorite jokes in 30 Rock. And if you're not familiar with it, Alec Baldwin is standing on the top of a roof yelling at Tracy Morgan that he needs to just, calm the fuck down, and he needs to just, take a step back. Like, yeah, you're a movie star now. You want to piss everybody off? Do TV. And he goes on this whole rant that's clearly about his career. Like, it doesn't matter if you've been in multiple films and nominated for Academy Awards, or if you had a huge franchise at your feet that you turned down to go do other things for some stupid reason. Go do TV. And it's like, that's fucking great.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Isn't it? I've been in a real 30 Rock mood lately. That's a good show. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We will be back next week on the back half of Season 2. And then coming soon, we're going to start letting you know what this channel will turn into. You will not need to subscribe to something new. It'll still be on this feed, just like if you were listening to Venture Bros and then Corona Cartoons and then this. We're going to keep building on it, and I'm really excited for what's coming next as soon as we kind of figure it out. We have a lot of ideas so far. I don't think any of them are bad, which is a good place to be. We just got to figure out what will be first. So thank you, everyone, for listening, and thank you for your fandom. Love you.